All right, my friends, welcome to today's episode. You have hit endgame, as we like to say here, post Beast Yeast campaign. Now, with that, we have a great guide for you on taking down 1-1 Beast Yeast Forest on hard mode today. I'm super excited about this. A couple things when I first initially started, if you saw some of my guides and one of the pieces on what not to do first, that was don't necessarily play through hard. Now it's time to play through hard because of these things right here. We need to go collect these lovely legendary biscuits. That's going to be key. The biscuits are going to really help propel your team here, and ideally you want to open up each one of the different types so that you can absolutely load out your cookies. So by getting through the hard campaign, this is going to be the key to that, and here that's what we have for you today. So thank you for tuning in. As always, down below you'll find the timestamps as we walk through the 4 T's. That's the tactics, the team, the treasure, and the toppings in order to succeed and overcome hard here on 1-1 Beast Yeast. Now, if you got a question, if you got a comment along the way, do let me know. I'd love to hear from you, and feel free to join our active Discord server. I do want to give out a special shout out to Choosy Biscuit here for this rendition. Well, an idea in how I crafted this team, a little bit of a shift in order to get by this and have a more successful option for you here today. So thank you, Choosy Biscuit, as always. All right, so let's get into it here. Essentially, again, in Beast Yeast, we are this land radiates with the power of the beast, and before you unfolds a landscape like anything you've ever seen. Crispy, I just like saying that and reading that. So special conditions, your topping bonus effects aren't going to work, which is why the biscuits are very important. Again, we got to deal with spore dispersal here. Your cookies will gain spore points whenever certain enemies use specific skills or get hit. Once the spore point meter is filled, you will gain the mushroom mutation status. In this state, your team's buff effects will be reduced and the damage they receive will be increased. The effect is stackable. Once the mushroom mutation duration is over, its target will disperse spores around themselves. Now, a couple things here. Healing's decreased, capacity decreased on the shield, enemies debuff down, and your damage is down. Damage dealt to enemies decreased by 50%. So that is huge. All these things are very important to understand. Good news is once you beat it, you get access to your very fast time jumpers there, which is going to help you speed up your process, and why it's very important to tweak. So a couple things here. Let's get into the team. So again, Choosy Biscuit, the shout out here is specific for Mozzarella. Now, I actually have beat this without any biscuits out of the gate, and additionally on top of that, what we did have is we had in Black Pearl here. So this is an alternative team for you to get by. I do prefer here now, much prefer by the way, our friend Mozzarella for a couple of reasons. The idea of this strategy in totality and before is kind of this blended wall, which is a jungle strategy as well, because we're using cotton, we're using prune juice, and to keep other summons and creatures in the way and getting damage hit into the team, and hopefully taking off some of that spore counter stuff. And then additionally here with our lovely Yeti staying in front, constantly pushing back. Now the other concept is that you can keep pushing these lanes back, you can time those things and as well. However, I like this one in particular, and that's why we moved in Mozzarella. Mozzarella's push here with the moveset is way better. The sticky gooey stuff, as I like to say, the master plan is amazing here. The puddle gives periodic damage. It gives them that slow move speed and attack speed, which can make a huge difference for just slowing down these waves and their attacks and those kinds of things. So then we have damage here with golden cheese as an example, something to consider there. You could always throw in another lane pusher, but this has been a great pairing for me, and I found a lot of success with this. So that's really the strategy objective of this team. A couple of other kind of key tips here. If you are short on stars, feel free to go use the mileage shop. You'll be able to fill out each of these cookies, so I want to give you that tip. That's a quick way to get to the 5-star and get to where you need to be to excel and exceed here. Now let's go ahead and check out our treasures. We're focused on attack and cooldown. So again, Old Pilgrim Scroll, Squishy Jelly Watch, and Dream Conductor's Whistle. Now you could go on attack speed here. You could also go Indomitable Will if you just need to get through that very last one. That's an idea there for you as always. Then we have Sleepyhead's Jelly Watch here. You could go with a little bit more attack and defense. You could go with crit for the grim looking Sai, and then again, if you need that more defense there, Gatekeeper's horn. And then toppings. So very important, again, as always, the bonuses are deactivated. You can check out our topping guides and now also biscuit guides for your cookies here on the channel. But we're on cooldown here. We're on attack for mozzarella. We're on attack for golden cheese. We're on cooldown for prune, and we're on cooldown for cotton. Again, the ideas are you want to keep these waves going against the waves of enemies. And then additionally, for us to go check out, we like to do this. Go into your cookie details here. There's the biscuits that we do have. We do have an epic one here. I just want to show this so that you can see here again, another epic. Then we go over here. We do not have an epic here. We do have cooldown though, so keep that in mind. And then additionally here, just a rare zesty biscuit. And golden cheese also has one right there. We got damage resist on that, and a rare. So I like to show those so that you can see what everyone's on. And again, the big thing is just having them to get that attack percent and HP percent outside, and then continue to tweak, continue to iterate. Again, that's going to follow a lot of those topping guides, so check those things out. We tell you, give you some good ideas on what those additional substats need to be successful. Okay, so that's the team. We've talked about the tactics. We've gone through the treasures and the toppings biscuits, as well as I like to say. Let's go ahead and run this, because it's all about making you successful so that you can go ahead and get these amazing biscuits here as an output. So here we go in stage 1-1. Again, the idea is to kind of do these waves. Now, in order to increase your successful likelihood, I do have it on auto. You can also stay tuned and kind of pay attention to the clicking here. You definitely want to make sure that you just constantly have prune juice's main up there, and then making sure that you're going in and offsetting a lot of these waves. Ideally, what can happen, sometimes you can get off just a little bit. So there's the pushback, as you can see. You can get off on your timing just a little bit. What you do want to do there is just make sure the likelihood of clearing your first wave here, once you get through that, leads to a better clear on the second wave, and again, ultimately success in getting through. So again, you can see how some of these spore things can really get in the way. Here we're a little bit behind off because we're going to run into some of the challenges there. However, we've recovered nicely and got everything on pace, everything in terms of the additional creatures, and mozzarella right there doing business with the puddle. I love that. I love it. I love it. Huge change. And then we're just really focused on lots and lots of damage here, as you can see, over time to be successful. There we go. And mozzarella, and this is where you can get off a little bit, is where some of these spore counters get in. But here we go, my friends. Look at that. Look at that. The wall has done it. You have now completed hard mode in Beast Yeast 1-1. We did not get the amazing biscuit, but we did get a biscuit nonetheless for you here today. But that is how you can get the legendary ones. Hooray. So let's go ahead and pull this episode all back together for you here. We had an absolute blast making our way through 1-1 Beast Yeast Forest, unlocking the legendary hard biscuit and the legendary spicy biscuit, making it on easy mode now, where you can just go ahead and, like I said at the beginning, use your lovely speed ups there to get by quickly, and then constantly just farm this. So with that, thank you for tuning in. If you still got a question, if you got a comment, certainly let me know. Again, feel free to join us in the Discord server. I really enjoy this team. We walk through the 4 T's, the tactics, the team, the treasure, and the toppings, again with that wall strategy, the pushback strategy in there, and the jungle strategy, as I like to say. So with that, I just want to say thank you for tuning in. As always, I appreciate your support. Thank you for the likes and the subs as we grow this amazing community here. On top of that, as always, thank you so much to all the members. Those are available to you. It's a great way to support the channel, and we got affiliate links and socials. Stay connected. We'd love to see you more, love to see the posts, love to see your teams. Join us in the Discord server, all that fun stuff. And with that, continue onwards and upwards, as we like to say here, for the end game, my friends. Get farming on those legendary biscuits. I love to see them. And with that, best of luck until next time. We got a great ton of content here for you on the channel and more coming all the time. Take care.